Patrick is following his father's footsteps to northern France. He wants to find out about a period in Alfred's life which didn't feature in his war stories.
I'm puzzled as to why he never once said, "But I was there." Why didn't he tell me? Was there something about this particular experience with the BEF that he never ever wanted to talk about? Hello.
Oh, what a very warm day today, isn't it?
Historian Tim Lynch has brought Patrick to the town library in Abbeville in Picardy.
I hope to find out some details about Lance Corporal Alfred Stewart. Can you tell me what the next stage was?
Okay, basically they were building the railway sidings during the day, going out into pubs at night, having a few beers, and basically treating it as a summer holiday.
They weren't even construction, they were working almost as navvies.
They were navvies, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Then when we get to May of 1940, everything kicks off. The Germans invade.
Anticipating a German invasion in the north, the majority of Allied troops had been positioned around the Franco-Belgian border. When the Nazis attacked on May the 10th, the British Expeditionary Force met them around Antwerp and Brussels. But the Allies had left the Ardennes forest virtually undefended. They'd assumed it was impassable, but hadn't bargained for the Nazi panzer divisions who swept into France at lightning speed, facing little opposition. With most of the Allied troops tied down in Belgium, Alfred Stewart and the Pioneer divisions were called into action. They were hastily put on a train heading for the front.
So the Coily were called forward with the idea that they would try and act as some sort of barrier to the Germans. We're talking about speed bumps, basically. They had no hope whatsoever. This is a diary that was kept by one of the men on the train. And I'd like to read just from here.
All day we passed train after train full of Belgian troops with artillery and machine guns traveling in opposite direction to us. They grinned at us and made gestures of throat cutting, pointing in the direction we were going. Everyone wondered what it all meant.
The Coily headed northeast, expecting to engage with the enemy near the Belgian border. They had no idea that a German panzer division was heading straight towards them.
Your father was heading for Abbeville at the same time as the Germans arrived just outside of Abbeville.
And just tell us, what kind of German divisions were these that were swinging around here?
We have several panzer divisions with up-to-date tanks, radios, fully equipped with air support from Stuka dive bombers.
Motorized?
Motorized infantry.
So you've got just about the best that,
Yeah.
that
We have...
the German military machine could throw at France.
One of the German generals said, you don't just tickle with the fingers, you smash with the fist.
On the outskirts of Abbeville, Alfred's train came to a sudden halt. The town was being bombed.
This is what happened to Abbeville.
There's nothing that is undamaged, it would seem. There are simply completely smashed buildings, piles of rubble and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
It was devastated. One has to assume there was a connection.
A lot of people did join the army to escape something or other.
Yes. Maybe the actor in me is inclined to see that as a dramatic and perhaps desperate gesture.
Whatever I find out about his time in the army is going to be illuminating, because it was having left all that behind him that made him at times a pretty unhappy individual.